Hello everybody, and welcome back to Planescape Torment. I am, as always, the Great Genie, and when we last left off, we finally made it to the village buried under Ragpicker Square, where we found Farid, who, instead of telling us a little bit more about ourselves, decided to send us on a fetch quest underground into these catacombs, where we are to find some magical sphere that he has been looking for. No idea what it does or what it's used for, but we are here. We also have a litany of other things that we need to work on. We found a stone face that we need to find a water flask for so we can theoretically free. There's a lucky knife down here somebody's looking for. Somebody that may have died down here that we're also looking for. So quite a lot to do. Now, you may remember when we last left off that I did say, because of how we're looking, I wanted to go ahead and rest. Well, let me go ahead and show you what happened when I tried. You'll notice the gate is shut and it's locked. So we can go ahead and talk to this guy, and he says, hey, you got what Farid wants? And I said, well, no. And so basically, he's not gonna let us out unless we pay him, which we can go ahead and do, but he won't even accept 25, so I'm guessing 50 is probably the price of admission in order to get across here. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'll pay the price for 50 one time. But okay, well, see, this worries me in that it gives me a couple options in that I can fleece him from his funds. Have him reach for it is crazy. I'm too honest for my own good. So I am gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a rest. I'll be right back. And we'll go ahead and check back in once we're back in the catacombs. And here we are back in the catacombs. Now, you may have noticed that I'm not entirely healed up, and that's because, you may have guessed, I was assaulted on the way back into the catacombs by some thugs hanging outside. I can't catch a break. It just doesn't happen. So we did kind of crawl around our way over here. We went to these two crypts, I believe. So I think we'll work our way up this way, and I'm probably going to try to avoid as many fights as I can, just because it seems like there are a lot of guys down here, and I don't know if we have the manpower to get through all of them. Looks like that went okay. So here's a nice little crypt. Near perfect condition despite their age. Although script is a long dead language. It shows the life progress of the inhabitant of this tomb. So it looks like this tomb was built for one person in particular. Hello. You know, I'm hurt. This is. Let's see if we can just kind of.
Encore.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
It's always a good start to a video when you immediately die. It just warms my heart. You can tell I haven't really played this game a whole lot before. Literally, let's just try to see if we can get out of here. Oh, okay, we found Grease. So this is the man that we are looking for. The corpse of a man with a surprised look on his beak-nosed face. It's hard to tell how he died, whether from the numerous horrific slashing wounds across his abdomen and throat, or from the blood loss incurred when his right arm was nearly severed from his shoulder. Quite a bad way, it looks. If I could talk to him, he'd surely have a hell of a tale. Now, what's interesting is we're looking for an amulet of some kind that he may have had on him. So I almost wonder...
Another trip to the mortuary.
I think he might have it on his person, or maybe in some of the ghouls that may have spawned, probably came out of the tomb. What I'm going to do, I'm going to work to kill them, no matter how hard it takes. So I'll be back after I've... Alright, well, we're hanging in there. The ghouls are dead. Now, time to raid their corpses, see what they have to offer. A heart charm. Heals a lot of hit points and adds some resistance, so that will be nice if I picked it up. Dagger. Okay, I imagine that is the dagger that they are looking for. Let me make sure I picked up that heart claw, or the heart charm, rather. We have two and a gold bracelet. Let's get rid of some rags. We'll give Dakon the heart charm. Give him a little heal. And we're good as new. Now, I also did level up. No characteristic points, but we did get a hit point, which will be nice. So let's throw some more into overall stealth and also opening doors. I think will be nice. Okay, so one goal accomplished. Although it's not entirely what we're looking for. Let's keep exploring to the Shattered Crypt. Doesn't seem like there's a lot in here. Supports used to hold a sarcophagus. Apparently used to have something in there. They don't anymore. Not extensively. I hope there's nothing in here. I don't want the... No! What's this? I need to get this and leave. A stiletto. Supported. Okay. Now this actually looks quite nice. A hapless young woman who became a thief through a series of disasters resulted in the death of the trainer through Professor... Okay, interesting. Numerous mishaps. Seriously wounded and thrown into prison. Nice. But the new Blades successfully struck an opponent while their opponent was busy bleeding, but make their escape. And she died on the dagger in the end. Amazing. So, I actually think this is an amazing find. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And let's get the fuck out of here. Sorry, guys. I'll see you later. Oh, God. This place is awful. There is... let's creep our way around here. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of rats! Oh, God! Oh, no! God! I hate it here. Oh, my God, what the fuck is that? Oh! Leave me be. Oh! You see a half-man, half-rat hybrid. Its red eyes gleam with a certain cunning, and the voice that issues from its mouth is oily and insinuating. So a biped comes, willing, to the halls of many as one. What do you want, man, and where do you intend to go? Step lightly, intruder, and speak the truth to Mantuak. I came to see you. Came to see me. And who has sent you on this fool's errand? No one. You are truly ignorant, yes? Clear it is that you have come here in error. You shall not leave. He raises his hands and smoke pours from his fingers. We can talk this out! Okay. Alright. Have we been thrown in jail? In rat jail? Okay. Well, Dakon is gone, unfortunately. I'm gonna take this time. 7 arm is 1 to 8 crushing. Crushing is good. I think I want something that's a little bit of piercing. Please tell me that I picked the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2 to 8 piercing is better. I'll take that. And it has some armor and luck. Anyway, okay, so Many as One is one of the, I guess, leaders that's kind of fighting down here we kind of heard of. Battle Axe, I don't think we need that. And Dakon's weapon is better. Okay, so this is full of battle axes, so this is some kind of crypt, I imagine. Owner did not die well. Let's keep looting just to see what there is. Nope. Things are not going great. Interesting that the rats... We heard that the more that they... Ooh, that is actually pretty good. The more that they congregated together, the stronger that they were. And now we know that to be a fact, given they basically could shoot things at us when they were all congregated together like that. So I'm a little worried about stepping back outside here, but as far as I'm aware, we need to get out of here first. This bored-eyed were-rat seems glad of any excuse to alleviate the tedium. Okay, hopefully we can use that to our advantage. What you want, mate? I just want to talk to you. You just want to talk, eh? Well, you get no conversation from old Raimon, that's for sure. If you... Okay. You know what? Let's be honest. Let's just say, hey, listen, please. I want to talk about my options in leaving. You would, eh? Well, might make it worth our while to disobey Mantuak and risk the wrath of the rats, That's not gonna help. Promise that none will ever know what I've done. Perhaps a promise of coin later. Okay. Think about it. I'm clearly a danger to you, and yet I'm speaking to you as an equal. Do you really think that these walls can hold me if I put a mind to it? You know what? Let's bluff. I don't want to pay any more than I have to. That sounds like a good way to do it. I never much cared for Mantuak's bossery anyways. He unlocks the door, opens it, and steps aside. Now get out of here before I can't pretend I don't see you no longer. Okay, well, looks like we're screwed anyway. But
What's up?
Let's see if this will impact. These rats seem somewhat intelligent.
You father of trolls.
All right, it seems to work.
Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on
Bite doesn't seem to be working.
How many times must this fool die?
Huh?
Ooh, thought we lost you for good this time, Chief.
All right, at least it seems like
I'm gone.
that got us out of here. I'm scared to explore. I really don't know if we should be doing that. It's a little daunting. And this poor yeah, like, listen, I love being in here with all of you. I really do. It's just that I'm scared. I'm frightened. And I don't want to die anymore. It looks bad for the people watching me on the internet. It's just like, I don't know if we're going to find something of value in here. The were-rats, I don't know if they're the ones who have that ability, but if we can, maybe...
Yeah.
If I hear your
What's-
words.
Oh. Now, I am forgetting that
I'm hurt.
Dakon is also a
Your will be
mage,
done.
and that he also could potentially help us out here. I don't mind if it's necessarily us that die every time, because if we die, there's not really anything of consequence. But if our other party members die...
Bite's not working on this thing.
Oh, God. No. If other party members die, that's when I get concerned.
My weapon is having no effect.
Damn it. My bite's not working on this thing.
So I wonder what... Piercing doesn't seem to do anything. So I might need to go with... more of a crushing damage? We'll try it.
I'm gone.
This is a were-rat skull. Yes, thank you. Alright, look. I think we can do it. I think we can take him. If we play this right.
My bite's not working on this thing. My bite's
My weapon is.
not working on this thing. My bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working.
I know, Mort. I know. You're going to have to power through. If they're all distracting, if they're all distracted on Mort, I think we should be okay.
Having no.
Bite's not working on this thing.
Or is it Dakon's weapon that doesn't...
Damn it. My bite's not working on this thing.
interesting.
Bite's not
I
working
will
on this
hear
thing.
you.
My bite's not working on this thing.
My weapon is having no.
Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing.
I know, man.
My weapon
Try my best.
Bite's not working on this thing. My bite's not working on this thing.
My weapon is having no.
Bite's not
I
working
do
on
think
this
it is
thing.
Dakon that's saying that.
Bite's not working on this thing.
Let's reassess. Slashing. Interesting. Well, we did pick this up, which is crushing. So let's give it to him. Usable only by fighters. I mean, you are a fighter, unless it literally means...
The blade will not exist if it is taken from me.
Okay. You quite literally cannot change his weapon. That puts us at quite a disadvantage
Your
in here.
will be done.
Okay. Let's see. I worry because there are also catacombs in here, or is that like a specific? No.
Or Dakon.
I'm gone.
You know, I think we should leave. I think it's not going to help us being in here. I don't know that we have the capability to do anything about this right now. What worries me, though, is here. I think we can only run and pray. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know. Driving bombing fluid, that's great. Let's just keep on going.
Give me a hand here.
Doesn't seem to be anything down here.
Give me a hand here.
Good mother
I
of
hope he doesn't
mercy.
lose his memories this time.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And Mort's near death as well. This is just not looking great. But I think there's probably one last area over here. And if we can just make our way down, we'll be okay. See ya. Hello? Oh, God. Okay. Hagrim the Bleak. Stop! Thou have come too far, traveler, and trespassed into the Dead Nations, realm of the Silent King. Will thou submit peacefully? You'll have to run that by me again. 'Tis the will of the Silent King that all who pass the gates into our nation become prisoners of his lands. Will thou submit? I don't have much choice. I'm taking stock of where we're at. Sure, let's submit. Come then, we shall show thee to the chapel. Know this, thou shalt be free to wander these halls, but not to leave the catacombs. Thou shalt be a prisoner here until thy death. Should thou later arise as we have, thou shalt be free. Praise the Silent King, his will be done. Should thou later arise as we have, thou shalt be free. So these are looking like dead people. But it's interesting, they are very fluent in the English language for dead people. So we go. Ah, another member of the living. Most are slain by the ghouls this far into the catacombs. You are fortunate. You're Suego from the mortuary. What are you doing here? I'm trying to remember who he is. Your memory serves you well. I am no longer stationed in the mortuary. Instead, I become a missionary in these parts. Okay, so he's a dustman. And in the mortuary, we did not have a lot of encounters with the dustmen on account of us murdering them all. So I think we probably could have talked to him. But instead we killed him. The wound you struck was not a mortal one. I recovered quickly and found that I would like to distance myself from the mortuary. Yeah, well, okay. Aren't you angry that I killed you? No. Should I be? I'm somewhat disappointed that it was not my time to leave this place. Nonetheless, you should not return to the mortuary, for many of my fellow factuums would not be pleased to see you. Okay. What are the dustmen doing here? I am the only one. I came to these catacombs after hearing rumors of undead that were aware in these parts. I hope to save them. Okay, so it is strange that these undead can just speak and seem to be very aware of their surroundings, of us, of themselves. But how do you save them? Yes, passion ties them to this false life. I hope I can teach them to forsake these passions and leave this false life behind and reach the true death. So we're well aware, I think, of the dustmen by this point. They forego emotion of any kind of material attachments. They believe that this life is kind of useless, is just kind of preparation for them to go into the true death, which is actual death. So you want them to die? I wish them to transcend this plane of existence, divorce themselves from passion. It can save them. Okay, where am I? You are in the catacombs of the Dead Nations. The guards brought you here. And who were you? Yes, okay. Missionary? I came to these catacombs. Yes, hope to save them. Why have I been made a prisoner here? I do not know. Ask some of the citizens here. Alright, sure. A moment of your time before you go. Do not attack any of the undead here in the catacombs. They will not harm you so long as you remain peaceful. Should you prove hostile, they will defend themselves, and there are many of them. Lastly, you may return here if you need to rest. Oh, wait, can we rest now?
Updated my journal.
I guess that's a yes,
right.
but I do need Decon before I am to rest, and it looks like he's probably down here. Let's go down here. Okay, so I'm guessing we kind of ran into the hideout, so to speak, of... Looks like we're trapped up here. Of many as one before. And he was one of the two rulers that are kind of at each other's throats here. I'll go and get Dakon in a second here, but small here gives us some light, much less heat. That's a lot of bandages. Now, thank you to those leaving comments on the playthrough. He did let me know that if I wait longer than 24 hours to save one of my fallen comrades, their items are gone. Presumably because people have taken them. So I am going to try to not make that mistake as much as I can. We're going to go ahead and find him. He should be hanging around the entrance. Should be right down here, and I imagine there's a lot of... Unless, I hope he's not, like, here. Otherwise, we're screwed. Oh, no. Can I pick the lock? I don't know that I necessarily can, but by God, we're gonna try. Okay. Dakon, I'm so sorry. It looks like we're gonna have to do this one without you, man. This ghoul's face has a great gash against it, and one of its eyes has been destroyed entirely. Despite the freshness of the wound, it seems to cause the foul-smelling creature no pain or discomfort. The words "Uhir" are carved into that knife's handle. Can I have that knife? Ghoul looks down at the knife, scratching its head as if wondering how it got there. Meat want knife, meat make trade, yes. I can give you cover. Food, meat, okay.
Updated my journal.
Is that really like a quest? Oh, ooh, okay. Okay. So, Uhir's knife. Yes, I got the dagger. Okay. That's right. So we were supposed to look for a charm by Grease's body, not a dagger. I got the two confused. So Uhir's knife, he was somebody who lives in the buried village. He wanted us to find his knife. If we can find rat meat, potentially, then we can come back to the knifed ghoul and help him out here, help a brother out. Listen, I'm partly dead anyways, like, I'll help a brother out. You're kind of one of my kin. Doesn't seem like we can open any of these doors. Don't know if you want to be talking to that thing. I'm surprised, Mort. It's undead, it's female. That's all it usually takes for you. It's not quite the same thing, Chief. They were once humans. They or their ancestors feasted on corpses. And this is what they've become. Pretty nasty stuff, Chief. They're little more than animals, really. Dangerous animals. Alright. Riddling skeleton. I don't want to get on anybody's bad side. I'm down a party member at that. I don't think this is going to go well if I decide to fight anybody. Let's not try to stir the pot. This skeleton is shaking its head and giggling to itself. It guffaws and snorts occasionally, biting down on its bony hand to stop itself. It is old enough so that no meat is left on its bones, only a few colored rags. Greetings! Greetings, yes! It sniggers, puffs of dust flying forth with each breath. I had some questions. 'Twould do thee well to seek answers from another, for I've no interest in hearing thy questions. It covers its mouth, giggling and snorting. I know, terribly rude, but thou shalt have to forgive me this. Okay, fine. Is that really all you have to say? You can't just be called a riddling skeleton and then not give me riddles. You certainly speak like a bridge troll. Answer these riddles 3. Merchant? Maybe I can sell some things. Welcome, welcome. Host of items. Sure. Doesn't look like it has a lot of good weapons, perhaps. Let's focus on selling what we do have. Namely, this bracelet we picked up. Now we're rolling in it. But do you have any answer questions? No, I'd rather stare at the wall, frankly. You know what? That's fair, man. That's fair. Please, please don't hurt me. I just want to steal. Skull and rags. Okay. So, I guess all we can do really is look our way around. Now, I wonder if one of these communities has the sphere that we need. I'm not entirely sure. Stale Mary. Okay. You related to Hail Mary bypass? Or by chance. God fucking Hail Mary pass. I'm fucking... This musty smelling female zombie looks exceptionally old, almost mummified. Her skin has the appearance of moldering gray-green leather. One of its eyes has fallen out. Greetings. Greetings. She indicates herself and speaks again. Still Mary. Sounds different vocal cords are festering away in some soupy mess at the base of her throat. I don't know that this is going to help, but it's interesting that the zombies we don't seem to be able to speak to, or at least barely can, but the skeletons are like fully aware. Corpse takes a step towards you, reaching her arm out to touch you. Sure. Her nearly fleshless hand brushes gently against her forearm. She speaks. Listen. Listen. How is it that I can understand you? Speak to us you can, but you must do it properly. Okay, can you teach me? Yes.
Updated my
Let's
journal.
learn zombie. She finishes teaching you the skills required to speak with the dead, a process she calls stories bones tell. Can I talk to any dead body? Some. Others too dead. Must use skill. Okay. Now we can, I guess, just speak to dead people. I'm interested to see, so we have to use the skill specifically. Why have I been made a prisoner? Ask Hargrim. Tell me about Hargrim. Hargrim, Skeleton's leader, gives us the word of the Silent King. Concerned, worried. He's worried about Swago, a caste. I don't know who a caste is, but I guess he's worried about... He preaches death. Well, I guess that's fair. He wants us to die.
Updated my journal.
He's a dustman. That all checks out. The dots are connecting. Who's a caste? Anger. A caste want kill everyone. Okay, so several people have invaded this space and want to murder everybody. Why does she want to kill everyone? Hungry. Angry. Okay. Tell me about the Silent King. Silent King. Thanks, Mary. What can you tell me of him? Silent King. Silent King. Silent King. Where am I? Halls of Silent King. Okay, what are you doing here? Guide other zombies. Care for quiet ones. Do work of Silent King. What sort of work? Rebuild that which has been broken. Care for the true dead. So this is deep in the catacombs, and I guess the dead have reanimated and they're caring for each other. Zombie, skeletons, ghoul, rats. Do work of Silent King. Skeletons. Hargrim, their leader, gives us the word of the Silent King. Skeletons guide us in our work. So Hargrim is the leader here. Silent King guides everybody. Ghouls are always hungry. That checks out. Doesn't seem like we can reason with them. And the rats are rats. They're gone. Ghouls are chased them away. Okay. Have you seen a small sphere? No.
I feel stronger.
Oh, level up already, man. Okay. I'll take it. Mort can level up too, which is nice. Hit points and... Alright, so plenty of hit points gained. We take it. We take it. 1 characteristic point granted. So we can, in fact... I want to become the master of unlocking. So, another helpful comment is that it is nice to... Looks like strength is kind of like a dump stat, whereas intelligence and wisdom are kind of the big ones to focus on. Intelligence less so if we're not a mage, which at the moment we're a thief. If we're going to be a thief, dexterity might be a good one to pump up. So I might focus on dexterity for now. Let's see. Stories bones tell. Let's talk to a zombie. No, no, no. No! No! Alright, it seems that it's infinite, at least. I mean, we can understand it. I assume that that works. Doubtful skeleton. No meat, blah, blah, blah. Staring at the floor, shaking his head, tapping his chin thoughtfully. I said, greetings. I have much on my mind and would prefer to be left alone. Is there something I can help you with? I have the difficult decision to make, 'tis all. What decision is that?
My journal.
To continue my life here, or to die, to finally pass into the true death I've been told of. True death? Complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life beyond the shadow of existence. It is said that we must reach this place to free ourselves. I don't know that I feel right advising the skeleton which way, given we ourselves haven't necessarily made a decision on our own life. We can't necessarily die, so I'm not really sure that we're in a position to advise others on matters of life and death. Although I do realize we never went into Mary's chambers, unless it literally, this is her chambers. I thought there was another door over here. Evidently not. Okay. So it would be wise to find this other person who is deliberately wishing death on the people here. Puzzled skeleton. Muttering to itself, occasionally pausing to scratch its skull. It is old enough. Yeah, no meat. Greetings. I had some questions. Not now, forgive me, but I have the most horrid riddle on my mind and I can't puzzle it out. What's the riddle? Seem surprised, oh? Going to give it a try, art thou? Why do these skeletons, why are they speaking Shakespearean? Is that what happens when we die? We just become Shakespeare? Or just, we kind of regress in our English? Go ahead. Very well. This is from a chortling buffoon of a bone bag thou might find nearby. Ah, okay. It refuses to give me the answer, and it's killing me. You're already dead. Go ahead, then. Think of words which end in "gree." Angry and hungry are two of them. There are but 3 words in the common tongue. What is the third word? The word is something that one uses every day. If thou listen carefully, I've already told thee what it is. 2 words that end in angry are angry, or 2 words that end in "gree" are angry and hungry. There are 3 in the common tongue. We use it every day, and they've already told us what it is. Maybe something to do with the tongue? Let me know if I shall find the answer. Get it from the chattering fool. Alright. This is going to bother me. Oh, hello, Hargrim. I do think that it's probably going to have something to do with the English language or a wordplay in general. Riddles always are. Let's just talk to Hargrim. Ancient priest's robes, heavy and ornate. It carries a large, impressive staff, which is capped with intricately carved horns, dangling pendants, and a gilded skull. Greetings. The skeleton, its eyes aglows like 2 burning embers, looks you over, but makes no reply. Are you... I think the Silent King is somebody else, so are you Hargrim? It nods solemnly, the pendant suspended from its staff, tinkling softly. Something disquieting about its silent, piercing gaze. I had many questions. Some questions. Why have I been made a prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the quiet ones. Could he be convinced to allow otherwise?
Updated my journal.
Drop something. Fuck me. After a short silence, its jaws creak open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps mysterious are the ways of Silent King. May I speak with him? It holds up a bony palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws open to speak. No. Its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while in the vaulted chamber. Why not? Its voice booms. No living creature may pass through the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience, even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. But living is pulling a lot of weight in that sentence. I don't know if I'd call myself living, but I'm kind of in between. I need his permission to leave. No, by the power of the Silent King, thou shalt not leave this place. What can I do to convince you? Firstly, I would know why thou art here. If I say no reason, he's not going to be convinced. I think, look, I'm looking for his fear. It shakes its head. I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? For a man named Farid. The skeleton draws back. It looks up and away as if peering at the surface. Blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. But I'm not of his bag. Why then art thou here, invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? I'm finding the sphere in return for information I need. There's no other loyalty between us. Looks you over carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Click, click, click. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak the truth. Perhaps your presence here is tolerable. Okay. I don't know if that means we can leave, but I guess it's a start. Why have I been made a prisoner? Yeah. Quiet ones. The true dead, those have no voice, who do not but sleep eternally. Okay. Where am I? Within the borders of the dead nations, the halls of the Silent King. Silent King is our lord and vision, he who makes the law and protects us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere, and is just as swift. Why is he called the Silent King? He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise to the Silent King. Okay. Tell me about yourself. It indicates its staff and robes. I am called Hargrim. I am the high priest of the citizens here. I spread the word of the Silent King to his followers. How did you come to be here? I passed away long ago, and found that beyond death lies only oblivion. Fortunately, I was able to step back at the last moment from the brink. Step back? Yes, I awoke here. I wandered the catacombs for untold days before stumbling into the throne of my lord, the Silent King. He spoke to me, and from that fated meeting the Dead Nations was born. Who else is here? We, the skeletons, other undead, zombies and ghouls. They were once shadows, but they have long since fled. Sometimes, one of living spends the last of his days here. Also, far to the east live many cranium rats. Okay, we know that you tend the silent ones. What are the other undead? Who? The zombies. They serve the Silent King, the Dead Nations as laborers, beneath the guidance of Stale Mary. So there's a clear hierarchy here. We got the Silent King, Hargrim. Mary's leading the zombies. The skeletons seem to be the ones who are not laborers. They are maybe worshippers or followers of the Silent King. Ghouls are... Oh, so a caste is the leader of the ghouls. So there are factions here. They're like, it's not just skeletons and everybody's following the rule. It's like there are a couple different leaders of a couple different groups. Some more aware than others, but they would devour us if our numbers in the word were not a shield against them. So the Silent King seems to at least have some weight in terms of that. Go on.
Updated my journal.
They are forever ravenous. Without us holding them in check, they would run rampant in the buried village and the warrens of the cranium rats, killing all, then return to devour all that is here. Without us so they have some sort of power over them. Tell us about a caste. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. Okay. Why? I wonder why that they've come here, though. Tell us about the rats. They are hive-brained vermin who once came in here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our care. The ghouls here, for the most part, driven them back. They no longer leave the warrens to the east of here. Do you have any weaknesses?
Updated my journal.
Strength is in their gather numbers. If you were to find and slay small, separated groups, the stronger packs would lose power. So, yeah, the east, we saw a bunch of them hanging around each other. We know exactly what happens if we run into rats that are a little too powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, though. So if we took time to kill some rats up above the ground, they might be a little less strong here. Interesting. Have you seen I know you've kind of already answered this. Yeah, we've already kind of been down this route. Could we rest here? No, I'm not a prisoner here, waiting my death. The answer might be different. Can you heal us? No. Okay. Well, listen. So it sounds like we're still a prisoner, but it does sound like he isn't as wary of us as he was before, which is nice. Nameless zombie. Well, first of all, let me make sure we can talk to you. This rotting female corpse is shaking her head and moaning sadly. As you approach, however, she turns and holds her hands out to you, as if asking for aid. The zombie moans softly in reply. Only your skills in conversing with the dead allow you to understand her. Name? My name? No, is that why you're so distressed? Forgot my name. My name! Her milky eyes well with a black, roomy substance, a corpse's only tears. Well, I can kind of relate on some spiritual level. Can I help you find your name again? The corpse nods slowly. My tomb. She points southwards. Watery catacombs. But how will I know it?
My journal.
Chest. Spiked chest bolted down near my tomb. Why is it so important to you? She holds up her decaying hands for you to examine. Even as you do so, a fingernail drops off, hitting the tiles with a soft click. Rotting away. Soon nothing left. Nothing but bones and a name. Well, I'm not going to tell you can get by without it. I think we can go ahead and look for it. If, that is, we can leave. Okay, but it is a spiked crypt, so to speak, that we're looking for. The chapel, the chamber, so it looks like we've kind of been everywhere here almost. What the hell's happening over here? Bunch of ghouls. I wonder if... Oh. Where is a cast? Hargrim's back over here. Interesting, interesting. I'm just trying to figure out... Scroll of Blood Bridge. Transforms your body into a marketplace that barters life and death. You can give life essence at a cost to others. Interesting. That might be useful. Not that I am completely aware of what we can do with that, but... So clearly we have not seen all there is to see. I think maybe we have to go around here. Yeah. We can't go through here, but we haven't gone in this room yet. But now gives us a good opportunity to come to the Riddler, so to speak. Greetings. I understand you've got a difficult riddle. It nods, giggling. Dost thou want to hear it? Yes. Now, think of words which end in "gree." Angry and hungry are two of them. There are but 3 words in the common tongue. What is the 3rd word? The word is something that one uses every day. Excuse me. If thou hast listened carefully, I have already told thee what it is. It's... The skeleton bursts into a fit of mocking, derisive laughter. It points at you with a skeletal finger, chortling and chattering as it clutches some imaginary gut. Listen, what's the point of putting all my points into intelligence if I'm not smart enough to figure out this riddle? Alright, what's the answer? Not a chance! Not a chance! Seeing your expression only caused it to laugh more, chattering its teeth at you. What if I stump you? Will you tell me then? The laughter stops abruptly. What's this? It cups a bony hand to the side of its skull. Do I hear a challenge? Yes, yes, go ahead. But should thou lose or leave halfway through, I shan't speak to thee again. Alright, bring it. It nods eagerly. What is worth more? A pound of 100 common, pure gold coins, or half a pound of 200 common, pure gold coins? Man, listen. I know the answer to this. It's gonna be neither. Oh. 1 pound of gold is worth more than 1/2 pound. Okay, listen, well, nobody said I poured intelligence into my own personal stats, okay? Your turn. The skeleton crouches down and draws a simple face in the dust. Pointing to it, it speaks. Uncles and brothers have I none, but that man's father is my father's son. Who is he, eh? Well, he's your son. Bah! Your turn. The maker doesn't want it. The buyer does not use it. The user does not see it. What is it? The maker doesn't want it. The buyer doesn't... Yeah, I'm at a complete loss here. The skeleton titters childishly. Not true, not true. The answer is coffin, and I certainly see mine. Okay, well, I guess that's fair. The maker doesn't want it, the buyer doesn't use it, and the user does not see it. All right, go ahead. What 5-letter word does even the greatest of mortal sages pronounce wrong? Yeah, well, wrong. It shakes its fist at you. Who curses? Go. This is... We came here, just again, let's take a step back. We came here in search for our memories. We got taken prisoner, and now we're arguing in the middle of a public square with a laughing skeleton as we go back and forth to challenge each other. Listen, I think this is an excellent game. At night, they come without being fetched, and by day, they are lost without being stolen. Stars! Stars! It sounds like we're starting to get under his skin. Skeleton cracks its knuckles. I never was, am always to be, no one ever saw me, nor will ever see. And yet I am the confidence of all, to live and breathe in this hallowed hall. The answer is tomorrow. We're also starting to crack. Yes, tomorrow indeed. Go then. I shall. What is the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place? I like to imagine that over the course of our many, many, many lives, the hundreds and hundreds of years that we've led, we're pulling these jokes from our catalog that we've accrued over our many lives, that we just are desperately trying to remember any semblance of joke that comes across our mind. That's what I am thinking that this is happening right now. Skeleton begins to giggle derisively, but suddenly stops. Oh dear. Nah. He laughed right in our face. I think it's time to turn the tables in our favor. The skeleton hangs its head. I don't know. Give me your first riddle's answer and I'll give you mine. It nods. It is tongue. The first two sentences are unrelated, only there to trick thee. Remember, there are 3 words in the common tongue. The third word is tongue. It sighs loudly. Thy answer? Okay. Okay. Fuck you, skeleton. I did, yeah. It definitely was wordplay. It doesn't matter. It's the common tongue. And the answer to our riddle... the beginning... okay. The beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and at the end of every place. The letter E. Trolls leavings. Oh, well, just don't tell anyone else the answer. Will you promise me that, at least? Why shouldn't I? Because I enjoy the idea of them standing about, trying to puzzle it out for all eternity. It giggles evilly, holding a skeletal hand over its mouth. Well, without promise. You know what, man? I think we had a little moment here. I'll promise not to tell. Okay, so I was listening to Silent King Be Damned as I kind of was having this conversation. Hello, Acast. Nice to see you. The rot stink of this ancient-looking ghoul woman is nauseating, even from a distance. Her gray-green skin is infested with tomb rot and festering sores, and her fingers, each capped by a long curved talon, are covered in dried blood and filth. Her hair, thick with scuttling insect and worms, hangs to her knees. Girl, take a shower! It hides nearly all her face in shadow, save for a fanged feral grin and a lolling gray tongue. Hello.
What have we here? Some pretty meat, aye? A little tough gristle? Sharpen me teeth on your bone and go fat on your marrow,
You must be a cast.
I don't have anything to ye meat and bones. You watch your tone with me, or no one will find ye in one piece again.
I had some questions.
Who are ye to come before me like a feast? Answer, cast.
I don't know. It beats me.
Then neither does a cast. I call ye Blooded One. Pray ye still have a name and a will before I tear ye apart.
Blooded One?
Meat people to eat.
Her yellow eyes peer intently at you through her ragged white hair.
Yeah.
I had other questions. Alright. Why have I been made a prisoner?
Because we didn't catch you in the dark halls where you'd have been a meal to us.
She shakes her head, snarling.
Damn the Silent King. Damn his old bones. meat caught here by the other stays here till it joins the others.
The Silent King is
Unseen king, not silent. He say, we do. Marrow stuffed bones and herd of dead flesh obey him. No question. A cast not see, a cast only hear. One day I shall meet this one. Meet this one, yes. A cast strong and silent one weak. We shall see who master, yes.
So it seems like people just haven't seen this king. Hence, unseen king. Very clever. Couldn't come up with it myself. Many wander the halls, all ruled by the Silent King. Tell me of your own kind. Caster of schools, always hungry. What are you doing here?
We fight, win, and feed. Blooded ones such as he become our food in the end. Ravenous hungers we have. Burn the stomach, never full. We hunger all the time, and here you are. Hurry up, die, and be still.
Yeah, but how'd you come to be here? Wander catacombs, hunter and kill, crack open crypt and coffin, eat bones and dead flesh. Come here. So they have come here in search of dead people to eat. They've come here. But why have you not killed and eaten these guys? She frowns.
Not easy prey. They are not like other bones. They are not still like other bones and dead flesh are. They fight as pack, and many of them. Difficult to be both. Weak or separate, together strong. Almost strong as a cast. So we wait.
What is it you wait for?
Wait for weakness, yes. Wait to see how strong Silent King is, if he's stronger than a cast. Wait for herd of deep flesh to stop following. Marrow-filled bones.
So there's a kind of Cold War going on here, where they're just kind of waiting for the other to do something. What will you do then?
Dated my journal.
Would eat all hungry. Kill all small blood fur things. Eat all rag-blooded beings in village. Eat. Catacombs are full of feast. Hungry we are. Hunt and eat.
As she talks, she becomes more agitated, gnashing her teeth and spraying spittle.
Kill them all. A cast would. Tear and rend, shred the herd of dead flesh. Stupid, stupid cattle. Slow and weak, fit only to eat and rend and tear. Break and snap the weak bones. Suck the marrow from their brittle bones. Kill and eat them all.
Okay. It seems like this is going to go for quite a while. Die and be still so that... Oh, brother. Crack their skulls. Pour open the ribcage. Batty blue. Have them. Telecast. No, do not hunt the blood men who scavenge and creep in the tomes.
Do not kill blooded rats. Eat, leave them be. Do not hunt.
Do not eat. Kill them all and silence them. Her rage finally spent. I'm wondering what would be of value to help her, because I guess in theory, if we help slaughter everybody here, we could leave, but I don't know that I necessarily want to fall into that yet. Gold Mother. Marrow, old Marrow. But is Marrow? Kill him, call the bones. If not for the weak bones, a herd of dead flesh. The bones. Yeah, I can't imagine eating bones would be nice. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here?
A cast opens many coffins, many tombs. Never seen such a thing.
I do wonder that if the sphere, nobody here seems to know what it is. Either the king might, but I think more likely it might be hidden in the other side of the what's his face? The something the other guy, the were-rat guy. I think he might know of it. I wonder, like, yeah, it's just like we can't really leave. Our biggest priority right now needs to be finding a way out. But unless we can find a reliable way out of here, it doesn't look likely. Royal Guard. Okay, so this is presumably where the king is at. Opens into a small coffin area. Well, maybe you'll let us in? Wears ornate bronze armor engraved with elaborate symbols. As you approach it, it looks down at you briefly, then away again. Greetings. Greetings, living. The thing's voice booms. I stand here as a royal guard of His Lord and Majesty, the Silent King. I must ask you do not distract me from my task with questions. Well, tell me who you are. I am in death, as I was in life, one of the 99 sons of the Western Mountains, fathered when the member of Amahar was severed and cast down upon the face of Ithia. Honor-bound to defend our queen, we were lost to this world when ours, and our lady with it, was destroyed by an angry godling, a brother to Amahar. Many of our number roamed the plains, but some, like myself, chose to remain in sigil. When I passed away, I was interred here, and later awoke in the state you found me in. Now, I then chose a new master, the Silent King, to defend. Alright, man. Alright. So, okay. It doesn't seem like we're going to get anywhere here with most of these people, so I do think maybe talking to Hargrim again might be our best bet. I wonder, I think if I had to make a prediction, it's probably going to come down to we're going to have to make some kind of choice as to who to side with, because there's clearly the ghouls working against the zombies and the skeletons specifically. Hargrim is not here. But the ghouls are working against the Silent King. They want to kill them, pretty clearly. There's Suigo, I suppose. I met a skeleton that seems on the brink of seeking the true death. I will go speak with him now. Okay, well, I don't know if that was maybe the best choice. But, yeah, so I think that what we're probably going to have to do is make a decision as to who to help. Is there anything else that we can maybe find here that might help us? Because unless I can literally walk away after initially talking with Hargrim, I think we're kind of stuck. Let me check out the front gate just to be sure. And Hargrim might be hanging around here. He's kind of walking the halls. No, it's still locked. As is probably this one. Alright, well, let's locate Hargrim one last time. There you are, buddy. May I speak with the Sun King? Okay. So now that we've kind of earned his trust, if we... Okay, so... Prove to the dead nations that thou mean it no harm. Acts of goodwill. Perhaps then I will take the petition to the Silent King. So we have to get on their good side. So we could tell the Dustmen that Farad is selling them corpses he stole here. I'm certain they'd stop Farad. So now, initially I was kind of thinking to try to get on Farad's good side. We wouldn't tell him about the source of where the corpses are coming from, that he's then digging up, selling to the mortuary. They die, he digs them back up, this cycle of death. But let's see if we can, let's not raise it up, see if we can kind of skirt that first.
Updated my journal.
Occasionally the ghouls will miss small packs of well-hidden cranium rats. Should thou come across any, be sure to slay them. Okay. But that's interesting, because if he wants us to slay rats, then I assume he'll have us leave. Updated my journal. Let's check out the journal. Look around the dead nations and slay any cranium rats I might happen upon. So that leads me to believe it would be here, unless we can like go in this room now. Because I haven't come across any. Unless we can leave. No. Okay. Well, I think what we're going to do is probably going to start looking for those rats in the next episode. I will think about telling him where the dead bodies are coming from. Because if we can get the Dustmen to stop Farad from, you know, unburying the dead, hopefully that will put these guys in our good graces and vice versa. And we might be able to not kill any rats, because, frankly, I don't want to kill anything else. The party isn't looking too good as it is, but we'll save that for the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you stick around to the next one, and I will see you in our next episode of Planescape Torment. See you then.